In a world where religious landscapes are shifting, there's a quiet revolution happening right under our noses. Catholicism, often overlooked, is flourishing in some unexpected corners of the United States. You might be surprised by which states are leading this growth. Stay with us till the end to discover the top 10 states where Catholicism is growing faster than you can imagine, and why this trend might just surprise you. When we think of the Catholic Church in America, we often focus on the big cities and major hubs like New York or Chicago. But did you know that Catholicism is seeing a rise in certain states, not always in the obvious places? The U.S. is home to a diverse religious population, and over the years, Catholicism has quietly been experiencing a significant transformation, with new generations embracing the faith in places you wouldn't expect. From smaller rural areas to urban centers with rapidly growing Hispanic populations, Catholicism is making waves in the most unlikely places. So, what is behind this boom? What are these states doing right, and why is this trend happening now? In this documentary-style deep dive, we'll explore the top 10 states where Catholicism is quietly booming. We'll uncover the factors driving this surge, from demographics to religious movements, and explore the cultural and social influences shaping this unique religious growth. 10. North Carolina, a rising presence in the South asterisk. Historically, the South was not known for its Catholic population. However, in recent years, North Carolina has quietly become one of the key battlegrounds for the growth of Catholicism in the United States. What's driving the boom here? The state's rapid population growth, fueled by a combination of young professionals moving in and a massive influx of Latino immigrants, has sparked significant religious shifts. The Latino population in North Carolina has grown by more than 300% over the last decade. And with them, Catholicism has blossomed in areas that once saw little religious diversity. Many of these immigrants have brought their strong Catholic roots with them, revitalizing existing churches and establishing new parishes to cater to the growing population. The state's urban centers, particularly Raleigh and Charlotte, are becoming increasingly vibrant hubs for the faith. These cities have attracted young Latino families who want their children to be raised in a church community, leading to increased enrollment in Catholic schools and more demand for Catholic services. The Catholic Church has responded by expanding outreach programs, youth ministries, and social services, all of which have helped foster a deeper connection to the faith. In fact, in 2023, North Carolina saw the opening of a new Catholic high school in Charlotte to accommodate the rapidly growing number of Catholic students. This expansion of Catholic education is a clear sign that North Carolina's Catholic community is not just surviving, it's thriving and positioning itself for the future. 9. Ohio, Catholicism's subtle rise asterisk. Ohio has often been regarded as a swing state politically, but what's less talked about is its rise in Catholicism. The state's Catholic population has quietly but steadily increased over the past few decades. Cities like Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus are home to vibrant Catholic communities that continue to grow in influence. The rise of Catholicism in Ohio can largely be attributed to the changing demographics. Latino immigrants, primarily from Mexico and Central America, have played a huge role in the state's Catholic growth. With many coming from countries where Catholicism is deeply ingrained in everyday life, they've brought their faith with them, and it's had a lasting impact. These new immigrants are breathing new life into Ohio's historically Catholic neighborhoods, while simultaneously creating new centers of worship in previously underserved areas. Moreover, Ohio's Catholic dioceses have taken significant steps to engage these newer populations by offering Spanish-language masses, social services, and cultural events that resonate with the immigrant community. The growth of Catholic schools in Ohio has also been a major factor, with Catholic educational institutions becoming a cornerstone for many Latino families who view education as essential to upward mobility. In suburban areas, where there has been a steady influx of young Catholic families, parishes have expanded to meet the demand for religious services and community activities. Ohio's Catholic future looks promising, as both first-generation immigrants and their children are ensuring that the faith continues to thrive. 8. Louisiana, a state with deep Catholic traditions asterisk. Louisiana stands out as one of the most historically Catholic states in the U.S., thanks to its unique cultural mix of French, Spanish, African, and Creole influences. Catholicism in Louisiana is not just a religion. It's deeply woven into the fabric of its identity, especially in New Orleans, which remains one of the most Catholic cities in the nation. The growth of Catholicism here isn't just about the traditional presence of Catholicism. It's about how the faith has adapted to the changing social and cultural landscape. Despite challenges such as the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, Catholicism in Louisiana has shown remarkable resilience. The rebuilding efforts in the state, especially in the New Orleans area, have been supported significantly by the church, not only providing physical infrastructure but also offering a sense of spiritual and emotional healing to many in the community. New Orleans' rich Catholic festivals, particularly Mardi Gras and the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, continue to attract people from around the world, bringing renewed attention to the Catholic Church's cultural and religious significance. The Church's outreach to marginalized communities, including the African American Catholic community, has been an essential element in this revival. The city's diverse and vibrant Catholic culture remains a model of how faith can thrive in a dynamic, ever-evolving society. 7. Pennsylvania, historic Catholic heartland **. For centuries, Pennsylvania has been considered a cornerstone of Catholicism in America. Cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are home to some of the oldest Catholic parishes in the country, and the state still boasts one of the highest numbers of Catholics in the nation. However, over the past few decades, the story of Catholicism in Pennsylvania has evolved. Despite a decline in attendance at some urban parishes, Catholicism is experiencing a renaissance in the suburban and rural areas of the state. This growth is primarily driven by the migration of younger families who are seeking spiritual community in areas where they can build their futures. Pennsylvania's Catholic schools have seen a resurgence, particularly in suburban areas where young professionals are looking for affordable, faith-based educational options for their children. One notable example is the Diocese of Harrisburg, which has seen its parishes grow through increased engagement in youth ministry and outreach programs. The Church's commitment to social justice issues, including poverty alleviation and education, has resonated with many new converts and younger generations. Pennsylvania's Catholic future, while undergoing changes, still remains a central part of the state's cultural identity. 6. New Jersey, Catholicism among the Northeastern elite *. New Jersey has long been home to a large and diverse Catholic population. The state's proximity to New York City and Philadelphia has allowed for a steady flow of immigrants who bring with them a rich Catholic tradition. The state is home to large Italian, Irish, and Polish communities, all of which have historically been devout Catholics. This diversity has only strengthened the Catholic presence in the region. The state's Catholic schools, parishes, and cultural centers continue to see growth, even as other religious groups experience declines. Many of New Jersey's Catholic churches have modernized to better engage younger generations, focusing on contemporary issues and creating welcoming environments for newcomers to the faith. The church has also been heavily involved in social justice causes, particularly in cities like Newark, where it has supported efforts for racial and economic equality. The state's Catholic population is not just growing, it's evolving to meet the needs of an increasingly diverse and multicultural society. 5. Nevada, the rising star of Catholicism. Though Nevada might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think about religious growth, it is quietly becoming one of the states where Catholicism is on the rise. Nevada has always been a state defined by rapid change, booming economies, fluctuating populations, and a steady influx of people seeking new opportunities. What's even more interesting is that this shift is now being seen in the state's religious landscape, with Catholicism experiencing a noticeable boom. A large part of this growth is fueled by immigration. As California has become more expensive, many Latino families are flocking to Nevada in search of better opportunities. The state's proximity to California and its lower cost of living have made cities like Las Vegas and Reno ideal locations for those looking to start fresh. Many of these immigrants, particularly from Latin American countries, bring with them a strong Catholic heritage that they are eager to maintain in their new homes. In Las Vegas, in particular, the rapid rise of Latino populations has brought a revitalization to the Catholic community. Parishes are being expanded to accommodate the influx of new members, and the number of Catholic schools has grown significantly. The Diocese of Las Vegas has made considerable efforts to cater to these new arrivals by offering Spanish-language services, community support, and Catholic educational programs. Additionally, Catholic charities and outreach programs in Nevada are providing essential services to immigrant communities, addressing needs ranging from job placement and housing to healthcare. This not only strengthens the Catholic community but also fosters a deep sense of solidarity among Nevada's new Catholic population. 4. Arizona, growth in the Southwest. Arizona is another state where Catholicism is flourishing, particularly due to the growing Latino community. For years, Catholicism has been deeply rooted in the southwestern United States, and Arizona is no exception. Cities like Phoenix, Tucson, and Yuma have seen massive growth in both population and religious affiliation, with the Catholic Church playing a central role in this transformation. Like its neighbor, Texas, Arizona has experienced an influx of Latino immigrants from Mexico and Central America. Many of these families are bringing their Catholic faith with them, creating a dynamic religious culture that is reshaping the state's religious identity. Arizona's proximity to Mexico and its shared cultural ties with Latin America have made it a natural destination for Catholic immigrants seeking to continue practicing their faith in a supportive environment. Catholicism in Arizona is not just growing in numbers. It's also becoming more involved in social justice and community-building efforts. The Church has taken on an active role in addressing issues such as immigrant rights, economic inequality, and public health, making it an essential part of the community fabric in many of Arizona's cities. This focus on social justice aligns well with the values of the Catholic immigrant community, who often face significant challenges when they first arrive in the state. Phoenix has become one of the state's fastest-growing cities, and with this growth has come a rise in the number of Catholic parishes. New parishes are being built in suburban areas to accommodate young families, and the Diocese of Phoenix is heavily invested in developing outreach programs and Catholic schools to meet the needs of its expanding population. Arizona's Catholic community is growing, not just in size but in influence, as the Church becomes more integrated into the state's cultural and social fabric. 3. California, the West Coast powerhouse. While California may have a reputation for being a liberal stronghold, it's also one of the states with the largest Catholic populations in the country. California's Catholic identity has been shaped largely by its diverse population, and the state's growth over the past few decades has only strengthened the Catholic Church's position as a central part of California's social and cultural life. California's Catholic population is predominantly Latino, and it is this community that has fueled much of the state's Catholic growth. From the bustling streets of Los Angeles to the sun-soaked cities of San Diego and the Central Valley, Latino immigrants are revitalizing the Catholic faith. The rise of Hispanic populations in California has paralleled the Catholic Church's expansion in the state, with Catholic schools, churches, and ministries seeing increased demand for services. What makes California's Catholic growth unique is its ability to adapt to the needs of its diverse population. The Church has worked hard to engage with both first-generation Latino immigrants and their children, ensuring that the next generation of Catholics stays connected to the faith. Many dioceses in California are focusing on youth programs, young adult ministry, and family outreach to maintain Catholicism's presence in the lives of new generations. In addition to Latino immigration, California also sees significant numbers of Asian Catholics, including Filipino and Vietnamese populations, contributing to the diversity of the Catholic community. Churches are increasingly offering services in multiple languages to cater to the needs of these different groups, further strengthening the Church's presence in the state. California's Catholicism is not limited to just immigration. It's also a place where Catholic communities thrive due to the growing sense of cultural identity and religious pride. Many urban areas now have large Catholic communities, with robust school systems, charity programs, and vibrant church cultures that support families, young professionals, and immigrants alike. 2. Florida, a state of new converts and cultural shifts. Florida's population continues to be one of the most diverse in the country. With an influx of immigrants from Latin America and the Caribbean, Catholicism has gained a new and vibrant life here. Cities like Miami, Orlando, and Tampa have seen an incredible boom in the number of Catholic churches and schools, particularly in areas with large Cuban and Puerto Rican populations. The mix of Cuban, Puerto Rican, and Colombian immigrants has strengthened the Catholic community's presence. Cuban exiles, in particular, brought a strong Catholic faith that continues to grow in the state. Festivals like the Feast of Our Lady of Charity in Miami attract thousands of people each year, representing a blend of both Catholic and Latin cultural expressions that have helped make the church feel more relevant to new generations. With the baby boomer generation aging and younger families continuing to join the faith, Florida's Catholic community continues to grow steadily. Many counties now report a greater percentage of their population identifying as Catholic compared to the national average. Furthermore, Florida's Catholic institutions, particularly schools, have seen significant growth in enrollment. As more immigrant families seek quality, faith-based education for their children, Catholic schools in Florida are becoming increasingly popular. Catholic dioceses are expanding educational offerings and services to meet the growing demand, helping ensure the faith continues to thrive for generations to come. 1. Texas, the heartbeat of Catholic growth. Texas has often been described as a state with a blend of Southern charm and a growing cultural influence. Catholicism here, especially among Latino populations, has seen explosive growth. The state's population has become increasingly diverse, with a significant rise in the Hispanic community, many of whom are deeply rooted in Catholic traditions. With cities like Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas seeing a dramatic increase in Catholic numbers, Texas now holds the title of one of the fastest-growing states for Catholicism in America. The deep ties of Latino culture to Catholicism have made Texas a fertile ground for religious growth. Parishes in border cities like El Paso have seen their congregations swell, while vibrant Catholic communities thrive throughout the state. The rise in Catholic schools and church plants in suburban areas is a testament to the increasing faith-based activity across Texas. New dioceses have even been established to serve rapidly growing communities, particularly in areas with large Latino populations. The Hispanic population in Texas continues to grow at a rapid rate, and with it, Catholicism. In fact, many estimates show that Texas could soon surpass California in the number of practicing Catholics due to this growing demographic. Catholicism in the United States is growing in unexpected ways. From Texas to North Carolina, states are quietly becoming powerhouses of Catholic faith. Whether driven by immigration, generational shifts, or cultural revitalization, the church is finding new life in places that many thought were too secular to care. What's clear is this: Catholicism is not fading away. It's evolving, growing, and adapting to the changing American landscape. Now, as we've seen, each state has its own unique reasons for its religious resurgence. Whether it's Latino immigration in Texas, cultural shifts in Florida, or new generations embracing the faith in Nevada, the message is clear. Catholicism is thriving, and it's only just beginning. If you're fascinated by the evolving landscape of religion in America, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our latest videos. Share this documentary with your friends to spread the word about the growing Catholic movement in the U.S. Let us know in the comments if your state made the list and why you think Catholicism is growing there.